So I needed some shelves, just in the studio to kind of hold knickknacks, things that inspire me or can help spark the flame of inspiration while I'm in the studio trying to design or create any kind of thing. So I just made these really simple shelves out of some scrap wood that I had from an old armoire. This thing was put together with these massive staples. You see, I'm taking them out here using basically just the Leatherman and a screwdriver, just prying out these staples from the drawer fronts, is what those are. I think, yeah, I'm pretty sure all the wood I used was from drawers from this armoire. And here we are at the table saw sled. If you don't have a table saw sled, I highly recommend you make one. This one's big enough. I actually use it for rip cuts too. So uh, really, really versatile, very useful, and very safe. Speaking of safety, whether I'm making one cut or 2,000, I am wearing hearing and eye protection while at the table saw. You see me adjusting my table saw fence on this very old Delta saw. The self-squaring fence is not self-squaring, so you'll see me use that speed square a lot. And push sticks, homemade push sticks. We go ahead and prep these boards and get them to rough dimension so we can start actually seeing what wood's good in this, what's serviceable from this recycled wood. And once I get that down, I'll take it back over to the bench and actually start making some dimensions for the shelving units. So here we are at the bench, putting away the hearing protection. You'll see I reference my quick sketch to see what I want to do. I'm just kind of laying it out, making sure my cuts are square, looking at what I want to keep, and now we're just going to cut that down to actual dimensions. And again, 1 or 2,000 doesn't matter. Every time, hearing protection, eye protection, and in this operation, push sticks. You see I'm just letting the wood hit the ground because I'm going to do a round over on this, and it's just scrap wood, so if I mess it up, I've got a stack of wood from that same thing. I can just redo it. I know that's kind of wasteful, but you know what? Not a single piece got damaged, so there. And now, just kind of looking at the design and seeing what I want to do. I'm going to use my combination square to just mark off the same distance from the bottom and the top. So they'll be equally distanced from the top and the bottom, and then you saw that I kind of making them staggered. So making those lines a little bit more distinct so I can see them, because I'm about to make dados. Is it called dados when it goes across? I can't remember. I can never remember. It's a slot. It's a dado. I don't know. Whatever you think it is. You know what I'm talking about because you can see what I'm doing. Trying to fit that in there. Now I'm marking the depth so I can cut the actual shelf to fix the backer. Affix to the backer. So here we are. Making sure that depth is right. And we're just going to make a bunch of cuts. And I'm going to leave a bunch of wood in there, but you see I just basically made relief cuts. So again, done with the hearing protection. Put that back away. And I always put it in that piece of Tupperware. My shop is in the garage. And I can't stand the thought that there might be a bug in there if I'm about to put it on my head, and especially around my ears. So I just keep it, plus it keeps dust off. So I keep it in that thing. Using the chisel to clean out that. What is that? Dado? I don't know. It's a little cutout. You just cut out like that little shape there. That chisel was a little dull. I should have sharpened it, but it was kind of working, so just went with it. Now I'm going to do that round over on all the red edges. So for this round over, I actually set the round over bit on the router table a little high so that it would create what appears to be a flat surface on a rounded over surface. You see it a lot on tables. In fact, the desk I'm sitting on right now has that same profile. The round over bit's made to do it. I think a lot of people just set it to where it is like half of a bull nose, but we're taking advantage of the full bit here. Every cutting piece of the bit is being engaged for this. And since those dados or slots or grooves or whatever you want to call them work so well, I just attach the shelves in with one screw each. Like I said, it's a knick-knack shelf. It's not meant to and doesn't need to support a lot of weight. I'm not going to use it as a ladder. I don't have bunk beds. It's just for knick-knacks. So that's done with the construction. So on to the finishing. Just a quick coat of black lacquer and attaching it to the wall. I'm just going to put in some drywall screws. Could have used keyhole with the router again, just made some keyholes and hung it up that way, but I thought this was faster and easier. And you'll see I'm going to do something with the screw heads so they don't show up as much, being that they're straight through there. I just drilled a hole for the top. You see me using the Leatherman there. Put the torpedo level on the bottom and made sure it was level. And then I'm going to use the pencil you see here. We're leveling it up. Use the pencil to mark where that second hole is. And once that's done, it's just taking it down, drilling out the hole, and putting the two screws back in, and it's more than sturdy, especially for what it's gonna do. So we're just gonna put that right back up. There you go. You see it's level, and now I'm making a mask basically for spray paint, just so I can hit those real quick and spray paint those. And here it is, the finished product on the studio wall. Yeah, as you can see, it's just holding knickknacks and stuff right here at this workspace. Just kind of neaten it up, maybe stylize it a little bit, but mainly just I want the walls to be something I can change around, but also just filled with stuff that brings me joy and stuff that inspires me. So real quick, just did it in a couple hours. Real simple. If you think you might want to tackle a challenge like this, I am more than supportive of that decision. And thanks for watching.